Howdy, howdy, Frosty Fire 10 here, and let's talk about the Radical. So this is Ball X Pit, new roguelike with balls, and I don't know. I'm torn. I think the Radical is a very strange character. So a bunch of the characters don't do a hell of a lot, and a couple of them do really interesting things, like ball shooting from the back with the shade. Flagellant with the balls bouncing normally at the bottom of the screen. Sisyphus with the balls no longer direct damage, you do AoE and poison and stuff like that. The Tactician. The battles become turn-based, which is very interesting and challenging. But the Radical plays the game and chooses upgrades automatically. So it's not like the Cogitator, which it chooses the upgrades, you don't have a choice. It does everything. And I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's a good thing to be in the game, in all honesty. Because it's just AFK. Like, literally, you don't do anything. You don't play the game, is my point. And I know, obviously, it can't beat all the stages on its own unless you've got like a bunch of upgrades and good scaling and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know. I don't feel like it matches the spirit of the entire game. Like, what's the point of having a game if you're not playing it? I understand there's AFK games and they do like automated battles and things like that. But I feel like this is kind of, yeah, contrary to the spirit of the entire game is how I feel about it. I like the experimentation that there's different things. I think the Tactician's a good example of that. It's a lot slower, but it's a different way of approaching the game. But this is not... I don't know. I'm just bitching, I suppose. But what do you think? What do you think of the Radical? Because, like, what's fun about this is the question for me. Because I don't. It's really. I mean, it's very much about your base. You know, how many buildings you've upgraded and all that sort of stuff, and what buildings you've got, and not about you at all, really. It's just about what you built up. I mean, we can go faster, can't we? And then it just randomly fuses stuff. Now it'll win because I've upgraded my baby balls, so they do enough damage that it's okay. But, I mean, should win. I don't know. I don't like it. Is how, yeah, I don't know. I wonder why the developer put this in the game. That's where I'm going next. Surely you don't need a farm in this game. You just play the game, you know, on another character. You don't need specifically a farming character, I feel. Oh, you got that multiple degrees of separation. Watching me watch the damn gameplay itself, basically. Let's just put the audio down a little bit. Yeah, I don't like it. That's where I'm at. I think the Radical as a character is not fun, basically. Yes, it does show the culmination of your efforts to build your base and harvest your resources and upgrade your buildings and all that sort of stuff. But I think, unlike the Cogitator, which I think is really a fun character to play because you don't know what you're going to end up with, but you can still, you know, aim and shoot and position yourself and choose when to pick up the resources rather than get the fusion and all that sort of stuff. I feel like you're still playing the game. It's just, it's slightly more interesting. But here, I want to just like leave the room and just you know, if it wins, it wins. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And put like, switch to YouTube and watch something, you know? It's like, there's no incentive to watch the Radical play, I suppose is my point. There's nothing you can do to influence things. And I would have liked an inverse of the Cogitator, where you choose the upgrades, but you don't control the shooting, basically. You don't choose where to shoot and how to move around and all that, but you choose the upgrades. So I think an inverse of Cogitator would make perfect sense. I feel like this is just way too far with the letting the gameplay itself sort of situation. I want to see how it does against the boss. So we'll just sort of carry on till there, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Upgrade, no! You should have... Oh, whatever. Just upgrading all the... I ought to just... Well, they can't do it. You can't do anything because he's already done the fusions. Loves the lasers. Goodness me. It'll get there. Yeah, so the Radical is definitely Radical, but I don't think it's fun. And I think the inverse of Cogitator is definitely my preference. I know, you know, it's too late to change it, I think, with the way it's designed. I think, yeah, you can't walk it back at this point, but I would... I don't know. I would consider removing it from the game, but obviously that's too late too. I don't know. It's too late. I feel like this is certainly a character that's not gonna... I don't know. Yeah. I think it just doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah. Particularly in this kind of game, where the joy is definitely more in playing it. And it can get kind of mindless after a while. But at the same time, I mean, it's okay to watch if there's like, you still have agency. But there's no agency at all. You're just watching a computer play. Kind of the wind laser I think is doing nicely though. in terms of damage. I mean, the baby balls are like crazy strong, so once they get in there. So let's see. It's already doing the strategy to attack the boss? Yeah, it's already trying to attack the boss, I think. Let's just go finish a couple. Oh, it got hit. Where are those frame perfect? Oh no, it's got hit. Hit again. Where are the frame perfect dodges? Useless. Oh, we got a couple. Oh, it's getting absolutely decimated. Surely not. There we go. Big dodge. Oh no. Oh, it's gonna lose. No way. Okay, gotta go big damage here. Surely this is the time. Go big or go home. Okay, we got 1 dodge in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's fine. It doesn't have to move much. Oh. So it doesn't like the shotgun spray. So we got lucky 2 in different spots. Oh. It's going to be pretty tight. I think it should get the job done. Yeah, it's fine. There we go, finish it. So that was the Radical. Honestly, I think the worst character so far. There's still 1 character for me to unlock, so I don't know what the final character does, but I think the Radical is a counter the spirit of the game, honestly. Yeah, tell me what you think. Do you think the Radical is terrible? Or do you think it's clever game design that can even play the game on its own? I mean, that's a bit of effort there. But is it just like, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think it goes counter? Do you think it's fun to watch it? Because I don't think it is. Yeah. And although, yeah, it's a culmination of the strength of your village, the town you've created, everything is, you know, that is what it is. It's a representation of that. But at the same time, I don't think it's fun. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, that's been Ball X Pit with the Radical and how it's destroying the game. I just think not fun. Yeah. Interesting though, because I feel like there's, you know, so much positivity around the game. There's so much that I think is positive in the game that the Radical stands out as something that I don't think fits. It is radical, but I don't think it's radically fun. Yeah. Alright, it's been Frosty by 10. Yapping. Tell me what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.